Right, welcome back to you. Right, let's head back now to the Formula E-Prix, which is being hosted for the first time ever in the mother city in Cape Town. My colleague Justin Ford is there. All good things do come to an end. The race has ended, and I understand he does have the race winner with him. Justin?
Yeah, Nicole, thank you very much. I do owe Antonio Felix da Costa anything he wants right now. He is the champion of the inaugural Cape Town E-Prix. We got to speak to you earlier this week when you landed in Cape Town, and you were a bit uncertain about how things are going. How are you feeling right now?
You're really good, actually. Obviously, this one feels amazing. We started 11th, so it wasn't an easy one for sure, and a lot of strategy came into play, but I don't know if you guys have been following, but it's been a tough start to the season for me, so it means a lot to win this race here, and what a location to do it in, so obviously I'm very happy. Fourth race with a new team, and to bring this home for them, it feels amazing.
Talking about that tough competition, as you said, started 11th, but it just shows how tight the competition is in Formula E at the moment. The fact that you could have started at 11th, and due to strategy and working on your power and your battery, that you were able to actually go and claim the victory. I mean, just talk us through that competition on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been super tight all year long. Even though everyone's got a new car, we thought we'd see some bigger gaps, but everyone's super dialed down with their cars, and you make a small mistake in qualifying and you have to start in the mid-pack, and then that's what happened to us. But I knew we had a good car going in, and kept calm, good strategy, and here we are, winners.
Last question, as your team wants to whisk you away, I understand there's a lot of media obligations. Cape Town, the track, your overall thoughts?
It's amazing. I think it's, well, I'm sure it's the fastest track we've ever had in Formula E, in the 9 years of Formula E. I love high-speed corners. I got a bit scared a few times out there this weekend, but I hope we come back many more times.
Antonio Felix da Costa, congratulations from the Tag Heuer Porsche team. Enjoy your time in Cape Town further, guys. Well, there we have it, Nicole. I have to applaud him as a very patient man to have waited all this time to be able to chat to us live on air. But once again, an exciting race that took place in Cape Town. There was a lot of work behind the scenes that led to this moment. And like you said, started 11th, Nicole, to go and claim that victory here in Cape Town. Once again, is a fantastic achievement by Antonio.
And Justin, thank you so kindly for hanging on to him for as long as you could so that our viewers can actually go ahead and see the race winner there. Justin, before you go, Cape Town has obviously gone ahead and hosted this event quite successfully, which is great. And we've mentioned a couple of times today there were many people attending, roughly 20,000 people there. So with them having hosted it so successfully, do you think we can see Formula E returning to South Africa, perhaps a different location, and any similar such sporting events?
So with that being said, Nicole, so the team at E-Movement, they are the guys that brought Formula E to Cape Town, right? So they had approached Formula E and the organizers of Formula E, and they then agreed, based on their pitch, that they will bring it to Cape Town. So as we stand, they have a 5-year deal to bring it to Cape Town for the next 5 years. So bearing in mind, with a street track, infrastructure needed to be built. The bollards that you saw, the fencing that you saw, the seating, and a whole horde of other things needed to be purchased, and be that as it may, it was actually purchased locally. So that in itself just adds to the economy of not only the city but the country as well. So for 5 years we will see the Formula E race take place in Cape Town. Furthermore to that, whether they decide to move on further to other parts of the country, that remains to be seen. But I think today's race will definitely rubber stamp the fact that international motorsport can be viewed in South Africa. We also had the Kyalami 9-hour taking place in Johannesburg, closer to you, and that again, I mean, that's been here a few times now over the years, and again, international motorsport wants to come to South Africa, and yes, they're hoping that Formula E Kyalami 9-hour is testament to the fact that they really can come to Cape Town, come to Johannesburg, and bring that Formula One, an all-important Formula One race to us.
Now being hosted in Cape Town for at least 5 years. Do you think that's going to motivate other provinces to perhaps go ahead and, I think we've heard some of our colleagues, Heidi especially is one of them, who's talked about the potholes, and the infrastructure that we have where it isn't really being looked after in our province. Do you think it's going to motivate then other provinces to go ahead and ramp up their facilities, go ahead and ensure that the best infrastructure is there so that other provinces can also go ahead and see and experience, these events?
I think it has to motivate other parts of the country to really ensure that they can pitch for future sporting events, tourism events. I think it's important to note that Cape Town is hosting the E-Prix this weekend. It is also hosting the World Championships Ice Hockey Division 2 Group B. Is also playing host to part of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. The final that the Momentum Proteas will take part in tomorrow against Australia. There is also the Cape Town Cycle Tour that has become an institution, while at the same time we have the Ocean Race that leaves Cape Town. They've been here for 2 weeks now. They leave Cape Town tomorrow to head out on their next leg. So Cape Town, the city of Cape Town is doing something right. I've spoken to Alderman J.P. Smith before, where he says, look, it hasn't been an easy process. They've had to work hard. Even this process for the Formula E, it's taken them 5 years to get to where they are. So hopefully this does inspire other cities around our country and also South Africans on the whole to say, you know what, we can do this as a nation, and hopefully we can host future events.
Thank you so much for that. We're going to have to leave it there for now. That is my colleague and eNCA sports reporter Justin Ford coming to us live from Cape Town, where we have seen the first ever Formula E-Prix being hosted, the main race being hosted in Cape Town. And as you heard him say, it is contracted to be hosted in Cape Town for at least 5 years. So we're going to be seeing more of that. The winner there being Antonio Felix da Costa. And hopefully in the next race being next year, we'll be able to see our very own South African Calvin van der Linde partaking in that one also. We'll have more sport